Religion destroyed the humanity. There are thousands of religions in the world, and they all claim that their religion is from God and the true religion. God did not give religion. He made the system for humanity and commanded us not to be divided. However, people have divided humanity through religion. God created us, made this earth our home, and gave us a secular system to implement on this earth so we can live in harmony, have security, treat each other with dignity, and have equal rights no matter who we are or what we believe. This earth is our haven where we are living a happy life. It's called peace. God promised that if we implement His divine system, we will be successful. It has universal laws that provide security and justice for all humanity. From the beginning, God chose the best among us to implement His system on this earth. But religious people always become barriers to stopping His divine system from being implemented. We witnessed how these religious people treated leaders like Moses, Jesus, and Mohammed. What is the difference between the divine system and religion? God's divine system is straightforward. It is made for humanity. It is a constitution for this earth. All laws are universal, so everybody can understand and follow. This constitution is written and saved for implementation. Some countries have adopted some of these laws. We can all observe that countries adopting these laws unknowingly from the Deenwee source are very progressive. Simple rules first groom our personality, and that personality will make a secure and progressive society. In the divine system, there are only two identities. Either you are a peacekeeper, a Muslim, no matter what religion you follow, or you are corrupting the peace, a kafir, which includes all those disrupting the peace, no matter what religion you follow. In the divine system, we all serve God by following His laws. We get paid with His blessings. God calls us His servant, not His slave. He gives us the choice to serve Him or not to serve. Compared to religion, which is based on ideology and personality, religious people always follow tradition, culture, a person, and rituals. For example, Christianity follows Jesus, Buddhism follows Buddha, and Muslims follow Muhammad's sayings. These rituals are mandatory for the religion. For example, Muslims have the 5 pillars of Islam. Do not get confused between the religion of Islam and the Deen of Islam, which is the divine system made by God for all humanity and carries no rituals or traditions. Christians and Hindus share the same tradition of being in the holy water. Jews and Muslims do the circumcision. Al-Baqarah, the cow, chapter 2, verse 170. And when it is said to them, follow what God has revealed, they say, we will follow what we found our ancestors following, even if their ancestors understood nothing and were not guided. This verse from the Quran highlights the issue of blind adherence to tradition, even when it is not in line with God's guidance. Luqman, chapter 31, verse 21. And when it is said to them, follow what God has revealed, they say, rather we follow what we found our parents devoted to. The history of religious conflicts is complex, shaped by power struggles, conquests, and political motives rather than faith alone. Over the centuries, millions of people have died in the name of religion, whether during Islamic, Christian, or other regimes. However, attributing mass killings solely to religion oversimplifies historical events that were often driven by political expansion, economic ambitions, and social control. During Islam's expansion from the 7th century onward, various empires, including the Umayyads, Abbasids, Ottomans, and Mughals, rose to power. These empires often waged wars of conquest, leading to battles and conflicts in regions such as the Middle East, North Africa, and South Asia. While Islam itself teaches principles of peace and justice, rulers used military campaigns to expand their territories, sometimes leading to mass killings and forced conversions. The Mongol invasions in the 13th century, for example, destroyed many Islamic cities, but when the Mongols themselves converted to Islam, they continued their conquests under its banner. Historical records show instances where non-Muslims were subjected to persecution, taxation, also known as jizya, and at times massacres under certain rulers. However, many Islamic rulers also allowed religious diversity, such as in Al-Andalus, also known as Muslim Spain, and the Ottoman Millet system, a system that granted non-Muslim communities a degree of autonomy in managing their own affairs. Religious wars and persecution became widespread after the rise of Christian powers in Europe. The Crusades, which took place from 1095 to 1291 and were initiated by the papacy, led to large-scale massacres of Muslims and Jews in the Holy Land. In Spain, after the Reconquista, which spanned from 711 to 1492, Muslims and Jews were expelled or forced to convert under the Spanish Inquisition. European colonialism in later centuries further spread Christian dominance with forced conversions in the Americas, Africa, and parts of Asia. Christian rulers, such as those in the British and French empires, often oppressed indigenous religions, leading to the destruction of native cultures. In the Indian subcontinent, religious conflicts also took a deadly toll. During the Delhi Sultanate from 1206 to 1526, and the Mughal Empire from 1526 to 1857, certain rulers such as Aurangzeb imposed Islamic laws, destroyed Hindu temples, and persecuted non-Muslims. However, other rulers such as Akbar promoted religious tolerance. The arrival of British colonial rule in India led to policies that exacerbated Hindu-Muslim divisions, culminating in the bloody partition of India in 1947. Millions were killed in religious violence between Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs during this period. Conclusion. Religious wars and killings have occurred across all civilizations, whether under Islamic, Christian, or other rule. However, it's essential to understand that religion was often used as a tool to justify wars that were mainly about power and control. To truly understand history, we need a nuanced perspective that acknowledges the significant role of political ambitions, economic interests, and social structures in shaping these conflicts. In modern times, the lessons of history should inspire us to strive for religious harmony and mutual respect. It's crucial to recognize that faith itself is not the root cause of violence, but rather how it is exploited by those in power. By understanding this, we can work towards a future where religious differences are celebrated and respected, rather than being a source of conflict.